I'm actually recording this bit at the end of the recording I've just done because I've decided to change the name of what I'd originally called this video. It was some lame name, I can't remember what I called it at the beginning, but I've decided to call this PlayStation VR Hidden Gems. So without further ado, let's start the first episode of PlayStation VR Hidden Gems. Hey guys, Terminator here from the Platinum Trophy, bringing you another Platinum Trophy video. Except this time, it's not a Platinum Trophy video, it's a PlayStation VR video. And a new series that I want to call PlayStation VR Highlights. Not sure if the title's going to stick, but we'll see. So this video is going to be about 5 PlayStation VR games that you've never heard of before. This video is going to be in a series, a regular series that I do when I look at some of the standout PlayStation VR titles that are on the store or that have been released, just because I feel like a lot of PlayStation VR titles aren't getting the level of love and attention that they deserve, and there's some really great titles out there that I know a lot of you guys are missing. Now, before I start, I should point out that these may not always be the easiest Platinums, or even have a Platinum Trophy. Some of them, based on the Platinum Trophy show, often don't. They are all going to be titles that I feel do deserve to be talked about, which don't necessarily fit into any of my other shows, hence why I've decided to start doing this one here. So let's get started. So first up on the list is Statik, spelt with a K. It's probably the newest title that I'm going to talk about. Developed by Taser Studios, this game is a puzzle game with a twist. The puzzles are all mounted to your hands. Stuck in a research facility, you must complete puzzles after puzzle to solve the mystery of the boxes and what is going on. The game plays with all of your senses and your observation skills, opting not to explain the rules, but rather encouraging you to seek them out by pushing the boundaries. The game has a really cool escape room vibe, which I also really liked. Unfortunately, Statik has no Platinum Trophy and only a mere 15 Bronze Trophies and 1 Gold, so a pretty disappointing trophy list. The next game on the list that I want to talk about is I Expect You to Die. This is another escape room style puzzle game that places you in the body of a secret agent, trying to survive some deadly situations. You really need to interact with everything at your disposal to win, and often to very funny results. The great thing about I Expect You to Die is how short it is, and how well it plays into the strength of PlayStation VR, with really accurate controls that don't require the player to move around. Unfortunately, again, I Expect You to Die suffers in the trophy department with an incredibly weak trophy list which doesn't include a Platinum Trophy. Despite this, I still think I Expect You to Die is a must-buy for any PlayStation VR owner. Carnival Games VR is a title that makes great use of PlayStation VR. It may look gimmicky from the outset, but some of the mini-games are really fun. Like any mini-game collection, there are some good ones and some duds. Standout games like rock climbing use VR and move controllers to give you a strange vertigo sensation as you climb a rock wall, while other games like Golden Arm are much more basic, but the act of throwing a ball at some milk bottles in VR is really satisfying. The highlight, however, is the Haunted House, which is an on-the-rails roller coaster type shooter experience which has some really tight mechanics. Think of the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disneyland or Until Dawn Rush of Blood for a bit of perspective. Unfortunately, the game hasn't got a Platinum Trophy, and the 100% is pretty grindy, which unfortunately is what lets this game down. Coming up next is Lethal VR. Lethal VR is a pretty basic in premise. You're a spy put into a variety of training simulations and shooting ranges where you must hit all your targets as quickly and as accurately as possible to win. The highlight here, though, is the accuracy and the feel of the guns. With the move controllers in hand, guns feel strong as you pull the trigger to fire bullets. And with one-to-one tracking, your mind really buys into the illusion that you're holding dual pistols. There's also a lot of variety here. Guns, which all play differently, and a selection of throwing knives and stars to master offers enough differentiation in this short title. And while this game, again, hasn't got a Platinum Trophy, it's a really easy 100%, which you should get for just completing the basic game. The final game on the list is the Brookhaven Experiment. The Brookhaven Experiment is a wave-based zombie shooter, but has so much variation in its weapons and environments that it stays fresh through its short campaign. It's also genuinely scary, with mutants growling at you from the distance in the dark, or shadows moving around you. The Brookhaven Experiment will constantly keep you on your toes. Similar to Lethal VR, the guns in Brookhaven Experiment feel great. They feel real and powerful when fired, as if you really are destroying mutants. And don't get me started on that flashlight, which seems to run out of batteries right when you don't want it to. As with the rest of the titles on this list, again, Brookhaven Experiment hasn't got a Platinum Trophy, and its trophy list is pretty uninspiring, all but easy. And that's the list. I think that these 5 titles are a must for any PlayStation VR owner, but let me know down below if there are any PlayStation VR hidden gems that you know about that I've missed. Otherwise, tune in for more trophy-related and PlayStation VR hidden gems soon. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and share, of course, it always helps. And until next time, Terminator out.